What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. And I was just thinking, I'm about to start college next week as a freshman, and with college football 25 coming out a month ago, I figured why not add myself to my real life school in the game. My real life school is Tennessee Tech, Golden Eagles. I even got a hat here, we'll wear it for the video. Tennessee Tech is actually an FCS program, which means they are not in the game. But luckily, they brought back Team Builder, and I was able to recreate them inside of the game. I'll give you a look in just a minute. Something interesting, when I was trying to make the team, I tried to type in Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles, and it said that the team name was reserved. I believe it's the wording. I'll try to put a picture on the screen. It kind of has me thinking, reserved for what? You know, is there a potential for an FCS DLC to this game? I've heard some talk about that, but I don't know. We'll just have to wait to find out. But anyway, here we are. Got the team in the game, and I just want to give you a quick look at the uniforms that I've made. I kind of tried to base them off of their real life uniforms, but I made some changes to make them more like I like them. In real life, their home jerseys are gold. I just like the way the purple looks more, so I went ahead and made it my way. I added gold as an alternate. But let me just go through the uniforms real quick. We've got the home, purple and gold with the white helmet. We've got away, pretty much all white. All purple uniform, I think looks really nice. Gold Rush, all gold look. And blackout, just a nice clean black uniform. And I really like all the uniforms that I made. One interesting thing is that Kennesaw State here was actually an FCS team themselves just last season. And interestingly enough, they also played Tennessee Tech, and Tennessee Tech actually beat them. So I feel like them coming in as one overall higher than them isn't too crazy. And in the Dynasty file, I actually replaced Kennesaw State with Tennessee Tech for that reason. It just made the most sense. So I actually just want to give you a quick look at Tucker Stadium, where the Golden Eagles play. It's a place I've drove by many times over the course of my life. This is actually the University of Miami, Ohio's stadium, because sadly there's no generic stadiums in the game, in Team Builder for whatever reason. So you just have to choose a team, and you're kind of stuck with all of their branding on the stadium. So it's kind of frustrating, but just kind of try to ignore it. The logos actually are not accurate. So for whatever reason, I just had trouble uploading that. It wasn't really, the proportions were all messed up. And then the end zones, for some reason, they've been really glitchy, so I couldn't do what I wanted to there. I'm just glad I was able to get a logo in both end zones, because for some reason, it's just been super glitchy, and other teams I've made hasn't let me put a logo in both end zones. Tucker Stadium does have the seating kind of separated on both sides like it is here. They also have a running track that goes around the field, and there were a few teams that had that, like Buffalo, but I just like the way this one looked more, so I went with this stadium. But let's go over to the Dynasty. All right, here we are over in Dynasty. This game only lets you use Team Builder teams in an online Dynasty for whatever reason, and it let you use them in Road to Glory, so that's why we're having to go to Dynasty. So here I am in the game. I changed my name, edited my equipment, and I'm going to be starting off as 74 overall. Basically our whole roster is just auto-generated cupcake roster on Team Builder, which it makes them all the same. I wish it could at least just auto-generate names. Everybody's team isn't the same unless you go through and edit every single one, but that's a rant for a different video. Obviously, we're not starting with great stats or anything here. I'm going to be playing as myself, playing as offense only, so it basically has the road to glory feel to it. But if you guys enjoy this, I can also make this a dynasty, and I can really focus in on recruiting and make this kind of a long-term series if you want, rebuilding this team. Here is a look at our schedule for the season. We're in Conference USA. Like I said, we replaced Kennesaw State. Starting off in week 1, we're playing UTSA. I kind of tried to replicate Tennessee Tech's real life schedule, which they only play a few teams in this game because they are an FCS team. Most of the teams they play are FCS, but they do play a few FBS teams, and one of those is Georgia in week 2. It's an actual real-life matchup that will be played, so that one's going to be insanely difficult. And they do play MTSU in real life as well. I believe that's to open the season, but they're a conference opponent, so I couldn't move that game on the schedule. Just have to play it where it is. Overall, I think this should be pretty fun. The team's only a 68 overall. Playing out, it said we're like 72, so I don't know. It's going to be really hard to win games, but I say just go ahead and get into it. So here we are in San Antonio, the Alamo Dome to be exact, and we're about to take on UTSA in our first game. I think they're like an 80 overall team, which isn't great, but that's like a 12 overall advantage over us. I mean, they're pretty solid. We were just like really bad, so this is going to be probably a tough game, probably a tough season. Hopefully we can figure things out. But we start off with the ball. This is our very first play, and I'm just trying to roll out. There's nothing there. End up throwing it away. Now I'm doing post commentary, as you can see. Faced a 3rd and 4 this first series, and we actually convert, picking up the first down to the tight end. And just a few plays later, though, we got a 3rd and 15, trying to throw it down the field. And what a catch, what a throw. Like, that was literally on the money. Let's get a replay of that. I thought for sure that was going to be picked, but great catch by the tight end, McLawler. And plays later, and we fumble. That's our first turnover of our career on our very first drive, so not a good start. What is this? They're doing wings up. That's a Tennessee Tech thing. They're making fun of us. Like, come on now. Anyway, get the ball back after they score a touchdown. A nice little completion. Just trying to find a rhythm. Throwing it downfield. That's gonna be picked like every time. I don't know. I think he was kind of open, but just a really bad throw. Happens when you're like a 74 overall. Here, trying to make it up, running to the outside after they get a field goal, breaking a few tackles. A nice little run there. Nice big one. But with 3rd and 7, throw one on the money. It's caught. He breaks the tackle. Gets it inside the red zone. We're facing a 2nd and 8 at the 9. To get it to him, he's just short of the first down and the goal line. Here we go, running the old fullback dive, and he just barely gets the first down, so we go QB sneak, and we are in for our first career touchdown as a Golden Eagle, real life school, and we're still in this game. But quickly, that changes because you saw it there. We didn't need to let that one play out. Just a bad pitch, ended up being picked off. Counted as a fumble. And just really bad decision. Gave away points. You can see running around, making some plays, moving the ball very well right now. We find a guy, and he gets in the end zone for the touchdown. That's a big score there. We're back with the ball. There's still that scoreboard glitch going on as of the time I'm recording this. I don't know what that's all about, but the UTSA scored, so it's 24-14, and we're throwing it here. It's broken up That was a 4th down play. So we turned it over on downs, but they didn't score. But then we throw an interception on the very next possession. So just making some mistakes. Just part of it's low ratings, part of it's bad reads. Ton of open space to run though. We try to jump. It's the 4th quarter by now. And we're really just trying to clean up the score. Comeback is pretty much out of reach. And here I actually scramble and almost get to the end zone. We're at the 1 yard line, so let's set up another QB sneak, and we get in standing up once again. So 2 QB sneak rushing touchdowns in the game. We ended up losing the game, which is kind of expected. I mean, when you throw 4 interceptions, you just have a way lower rated team. Like, it's really hard to win.
After that embarrassing loss to a mid-level team, we have to take on the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, the highest overall team in the game.
And yes, we are in Athens, Georgia for game 2 of the season after losing by multiple possessions to UTSA. We have to go face the #1 team in the country on the road. This is a real life matchup, by the way. Like, this game is happening week 2, 2024. Kind of wish I could go to this game. I mean, this actually could not be a tougher matchup. Like, it's physically not possible for there to be a harder matchup in this game. And they scored 2 touchdowns before we even got the ball. So we're getting the ball and we're down 14-0. That's how you know you're getting off to a rough start. Before we even get an offensive snap, they're up 14-0. We come out there on a 4th and 9. That was a 4th down. I'm gonna have to risk it all in this game. But what a completion on 4th down. Then we're gonna run it a little later, 2nd and 7, picking it up. And I'm like, okay, let's just take the field goal, try to get some points. But that looked way too difficult. I have no skill whatsoever, which you know if you've watched me play. So I'm like, no, we're just going to go for it again. We got it the first time. Why can't we do it again? We throw it, and he's actually open, and he makes the catch. So now we have it 1st and goal on our first drive. And the halfback angle route is good for a touchdown. So on our very first drive against Georgia, when what's ranked in game is a #2 toughest environment, we go down and score. And then here we get the ball back, and you can see there's a glitch. This curl route here, it had it was a curl play, but there was a motion, and the guy just got caught up. It wouldn't move, and the scoreboard disappeared, so he didn't know the play clock. Had to waste a timeout on that. And it looks like we only got 1 left for the half. Here on 3rd down, get a completion, pick up the first, and we have a chance to tie this game up with a touchdown on this drive. And we're going to take off up the middle, wide open lane. And maybe Georgia just didn't come prepared for us. Maybe they took things easy. We're throwing to the end zone just low. Had him though. It's 3rd and 5. And we're dropping back, trying to get the throw off, but took a hit. This time we will attempt the field goal, and we do make it despite me forgetting that I had push and hold on, because I thought I switched it to click the button twice. But anyway, a 14-10 game against the #1 team in the country as a 68 overall, in real life FCS team. Like, I'll take that all day. But we're extending the play there, finding an open guy. We have a chance to take the lead on this drive right before halftime. Let's throw it out. It's dropped, hit him right in the hands. And we're rolling out again here, and we've got some speed to us, and we're going to take that for a 1st down, get out of bounds at the 23-yard line. Now we're rolling out the other way. We've got more room to run. If they're going to let me run, I'm going to run for another 1st down gain. It just sucks you can't see the scoreboard here, but throwing that one, open guy, thought I overthrew it, but it's caught for the touchdown, and we have the lead. The Golden Eagles have the lead against #1 Georgia on the road. This crowd has gone silent. And even I was shocked at this point. I'm like, there's no way. Like, we can actually do this. Like, we're actually about to do this. That's what I'm thinking. But there's still a lot of game left. But we go to halftime, and they did end up scoring somehow before halftime. They just score at will before halftime. The CPU does. So they're up 21-17 at the half. But I believe we get the opening kickoff for the second half. But I mean, we're right in this game. I mean, you couldn't ask for much more. Especially like we played terribly last week, so I did not expect to be here at all. But maybe I was just locked in. I don't know, but yeah, we start with the ball in the second half, trying to force it deep. We're in our own end zone. We threw that. It's a bad play. It's picked. And of course, they're going to score on that. We try to get it off, and another interception. And as you can tell, this is when things just started to go downhill. Like right after halftime, that was a pick six. And there just wasn't a lot of good in the second half. I mean, you can see now, down 35-17, still trying to force throws. I'm just kind of showing the low lights because we got shut out in the second half. Like, I really thought we had a chance. But, I don't know, Kirby Smart must have gave him a halftime speech. It was pretty crazy because they did what they were supposed to in the second half. I mean, I don't know how we were in that game, but it was cool we were for at least a half. All right, we're loading in here. There's no intro for Team Builder teams. They couldn't even do like a generic one for whatever reason. But playing Georgia State. So this is actually after our bye week, but we played Georgia in our last game. Now playing Georgia State at home. First home game at Tucker Stadium. Moving the ball a little bit, but not enough there. So we punt it away. They end up scoring a touchdown. Going out too much. Barely get that off. But this time, I say we go for it on 4th and 3. That's what we did last game. Went for it on a couple 4th downs. It paid off. It pays off here. Rushing for a first down. Now running out to the other side. And just once again, plenty of room. Fumble, but luckily we were right on the sideline, so it went out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Staying in the pocket a little bit and placing that one perfectly. That was a dangerous throw, but place it perfectly so the tight end was able to get some yards after the catch, but hit as we're throwing that ball. What a throw on the money. That gets us to the 1 yard line. And once again, QB sneak touchdown, just like the first game. That's been our signature play so far. And we're going to tie this game up early. We're looking for our first win. This is our best chance to do it. Georgia State's like a 76 overall, but our defense comes up big, gets us the ball. So we start at the 7 yard line now, 2nd and goal. Throwing it. He's wide open. He's in for the touchdown. Let's go. We have the lead. Defense shuts him down again, but unfortunately, we're trying to help him out. We're trying to do everything we can to not win this game. But luckily, they only got a field goal. Run the read option, pick up a first down right at midfield. Go with the speed option, the pitch. Plenty of room to run. He picks up the first down. Back-to-back option plays, back-to-back first downs. And then on the 3rd and 6, we complete that one for a first down. Face a 2nd and 20 after a holding penalty. And a big completion there. We ended up getting that first down with the 3 yard line read option. Diving and breaking the plane. What a play. Just barely broke that plane. Took a shot. But luckily, we got it across the goal line. Yeah, I want to see the replay of that. See it just putting everything on the line. We've got to win this game. We're up 21-10. We're well on our way to getting this W. We're in the 4th quarter. And this little screen, but he fights and picks up extra yards. Looking to really put this one away with this drive. That speed option's been working well for us. Jukes the man. And then fullback dive on 3rd and 1. What am I, not the expert? He takes it all the way to the 8 yard line with the UGF playbook. And then we're throwing to the end zone. It's a tight end touchdown. And that puts us in a really nice spot. And yeah, we have the ball with just over a minute left. We get a first down. This game is all but over. A wide open guy. He makes the catch. He takes it to the 10 yard line. We're just trying to run up the score at this point. Make up for those first 2 weeks. That same tight end again. This time he dives into the end zone with the punctuation mark. An exclamation point to end this game. and we're going to pick up our first win against Georgia State. And this one felt great to win, and I think we're really improving. I mean, we saw improvement. We still got blown out in game 2, but I feel like we still saw improvement. Like that first game, I was playing really badly, and I think with my coach's ability, we got player of the game, actually, with 5 touchdowns. Includes passing and throwing. But I think my coach's ability actually boosts some of our ratings, which is good. And I really enjoyed making this video, this first episode of the series. So if you want more of this, subscribe, let me know down below. Take a quick look at our stats. But anyway, that's all I've got for this one. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.